Hey everyone, this week I have the 7 brands that control the skincare and beauty industries. I'm going to tell you when they were made, who made them, what they started out as, if they support Trump, if they test on animals, and their top 3 recognizable brands. I'm Professor Quater, and this is Skincare Sunday. The first brand on this list is L'Oreal. Established on July 30th, 1909 by Eugene Schweller. I think that's pronounced Schweller, maybe like Schweller, because it's a French name. It was established by Eugene, who was creating hair dyes at the time. In my research, I found that it does not test on animals in the US. However, in countries that require testing on animals, such as China, they do test on animals. You'll find throughout this video that's the common thread for most of these companies. Do they support Trump? I'm gonna go with no. While there was no definitive yes or no on whether or not they were supporting Trump in this 2020 election, there was an article from 2016 that mentioned Trump wanted to make a perfume with them and L'Oreal said no. The 3 brands from L'Oreal that you're guaranteed to recognize are Lancome, Garnier, and Urban Decay. The next company on this list is Johnson & Johnson. Established in 1886 in New Brunswick, New Jersey, Johnson & Johnson was created by 4 brothers, Robert, James, John, and Edward. At the time, they were trying to create ready-made sterile surgical dressings. Do they test on animals? Unfortunately, yes. Do they support Trump? I'm not 100% sure. There was no definitive yes or no for this one as well, but they did recently make a huge contract with Donald Trump for coronavirus vaccines. So while there is no definitive yes or no for me, there's that to consider. The 3 brands that you're guaranteed to recognize from them are Neutrogena, Clean & Clear, and Aveeno. The 3rd brand on this list is Shiseido. Shiseido. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, so we're gonna go with Shiseido. Shiseido was created in 1872 in Ginza, Japan as the first Western-style pharmacy in Japan. It was started by Arinobu Fukuhara. While Shiseido as a whole does test on animals, there are a few brands under its umbrella that do not test on animals. These 2 brands that are animal testing free are Bare Minerals and Boxum, 2 brands that are not sold in China. While there was no definitive yes or no whether or not they supported Donald Trump, this company is based in Japan, so maybe they don't really care, but I did find a neutral statement online that addressed Donald Trump's tariffs and what would happen if they were or were not implemented. 3 brands that you might recognize from this company are Laura Mercier, Bare Minerals, and NARS. The 4th company on this list is Unilever. Established on September 2nd, 1924, Unilever was created in the UK by Dutch margarine producers Margarine Nurier and British soap maker Lever Brothers. Unilever started as a company that created fat and oil products before they expanded business and became the company that we know today. Do they test on animals? Unfortunately, yes, but it's the same situation as before. They don't test on animals when it's not needed or required by the law, again, such as in China. While I couldn't find any statements explicitly from Unilever about their position on Trump's administration, I do know that Dove put out a statement as part of a movement against Trump. However, Dove also supports prison labor, so you really gotta pick your battle there. 3 companies that you will recognize from this brand are Vaseline, Dove, and St. Ives. The next company that you'll recognize from this list is Procter & Gamble. Established on October 31st, 1837 in Cincinnati, Ohio, Procter & Gamble was started by the Irish James Gamble and the English William Procter. Procter & Gamble started out making soap and candles before expanding again to the business that we know today. Do they support animal testing? Again, not unless it's required by law. And I can say with absolute certainty that people in this company, high-ranking people, support Trump. Nelson Petz, a board member of Procter & Gamble, recently held a $10 million fundraiser in support of the Trump administration and Trump's re-election. So Procter & Gamble, you're literally the only person on this list that has actively supported Trump so far. Great job. 3 Procter & Gamble brands that you'll recognize are Head & Shoulders, Gillette, and Olay. The 6th company on this list is Coty, C-O-T-Y, Coty. Coty was created in 1904 in Paris, France by François Coty. François Coty started it as a perfume company. The statement on their website says that they don't support animal testing unless, again, they're in a country like China that requires it by law. I couldn't really find anything on if they support Trump or not, but again, they're a French company, so I would assume they don't really care, / just kind of do whatever the French government wants them to do. But again, I don't actually know. 3 companies that you'll recognize from them are OPI, Rimmel, and CoverGirl. And I thought this one was a little weird, so I added it to the list. They also are the company that owns Adidas. I don't know if Adidas is making perfumes, like, yeah, let's make soccer flavored perfume, but Coty owns them, so maybe they're planning on it. And the next brand on this list is Estee Lauder. It was established in 1946 by the eponymous Estee Lauder in New York, New York. They claim to not test on animals except for, again, in China. Unfortunately, one of Estee Lauder's sons, who helps run the company, does heavily support Trump and recently made a big donation to his administration. 3 brands that you might recognize for them, aside from Estee Lauder, which is already a skincare brand in itself, are Bobbi Brown, Smashbox, and Clinique. I'm kind of going back and forth of if I'm gonna continue the series. So if you want more Skincare Sunday, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Skincare Sunday, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it.